Hi, my name is Lexi, and welcome to Lexi's Library. I just finished reading Make Your Play by Callie Mend, which is the second book of Asher Archers. This book was released January 24th, 2025. I recommend reading if you like any of these tropes, which are pro, hockey, romance, best friend's brother, pregnant, and he is not the father, marriage of the conviction, and he falls first. The first book of the series is Make Your Move, which I did review in the last video, which if you have not saw, go check it out. This is the second book. The third is Make Your Save, and last but not least is Make Your Change, which will be her latest book release. Some of Callie Mend's work is Asher Archers, Orchard Books. Also, the age group would be 18 and plus just because of the sex scenes. Y'all already know. So I personally love how detailed the front cover is, and it's the city hall in the background where they got married, and then you see Nash's arms around Riley with her baby that is in her stomach. Whoever designed her covers made sure that they fit the storyline like her last book, and had a daughter and the mother with the guy she liked. And then this one has the guy she likes and her with her pregnant belly. Again, there is a moment where Riley and Nash kiss, and then it is not talked about much, but it is implied they have romantic feelings for each other. And Nash didn't want a relationship, and so Riley gets drunk at a party and had sex with someone, and it results in her being pregnant. The problem is two things. Dad wants nothing to do with the baby, and her insurance doesn't cover much because they think she lied about her preconditions. When Nash finds out about this, he approaches Riley with an offer she can't refuse, where they get married so she can have her baby, and it's free health insurance with no payment because the hockey program offers free health insurance for family members. It's not an ideal, but Riley has no other option, and it's legal. The plan was to annul their marriage when the baby was born. I didn't think I was gonna like this book as much as I did. I thought it might have the same storyline as her last book, but it didn't, and then I ended up being wrong. Also, something I really liked is that they have each other's point of view. So Riley and then Nash's point of view, so you figure out each other's feelings. I love when books do that. As I stated before, I love seeing that in authors when they switch guy-girl perspectives and stuff. And the main character are Riley, who is Nova's best friend, and then Nash, who is Nova's brother. Honestly, out of the two books that I personally liked this one better than her last because it's more detailed. Like they are already married and have a baby, even though it's not his, he didn't care. My favorite characters are Riley and Nash. Riley I like because she'd do anything to protect her baby, and she seems like she will be a great mother. And the reason why I like Nash is because he stepped in to be a great fake husband and a father when she didn't even ask him. But their love for each other outweighed it all because he didn't care that the baby wasn't his. He was willing to raise that baby. Again, the character I didn't like was the father who didn't want his kid. But if the father had wanted his baby, then Riley and Nash wouldn't have gotten together. Or they might have if it didn't work out between Riley and the baby daddy. And then Nash and Riley would have found their way back to each other. Point that they didn't really mention, but is highly against the law, is that you shouldn't marry someone for their health insurance unless you really love the person and want to marry them because you love them. Another point that I think it talks about is the fact that true love really does outweigh anything. He didn't care that Riley had a baby with another man. Granted, the only reason he agreed to the marriage was so he could help Riley, because that is who he is as a person. Not only that, but he secretly loved Riley. He just didn't know how to tell her. He was always there for her, and he grew to love the baby as if it was his. Riley is also hardworking, and I feel like she overworked herself. But I mean, you gotta make money somehow, especially if you're pregnant or have a baby. I think my favorite part was just the growth between the characters and how Nash was there as soon as he heard about Riley being in the hospital. I think, honestly, it was a lot better than the first book, and something that I really enjoyed is that it mentioned Lincoln and Riley, even as the series continues, and I love the hockey team, is like a family, so they can always rely on them. Honestly, this one, I would reread this one again because it's different from the first and doesn't have the same storyline. Honestly, I like the author and will continue to review her books. The plan are to read all her series and then rate them. What do y'all think? Also think that this book is underhyped again. I would recommend it since I had a similar book I read. There is a third book. I really hope to see if they mention that Lincoln and Nova are married, and can't wait to see what the third book for the characters will be in the introduction. Will there be someone entirely new, or will it be someone who has been mentioned? I would give this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed the book. Was able to read it pretty quickly. What did y'all think of the book? When you read it, was there anything important that I missed or should have included? If you have any book recommendations, and it could be any book that you want me to read, let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day.